Hello, grade 9 special mathematics class students. We are now on our lesson in analytic geometry, week number 9, and our lesson is angle between two lines, part 2. So this is just a continuation of our lesson in week number 9, in which we learned how to solve or calculate the measure of the angle formed between two intersecting lines, that is from line 1 to line 2. So in this lesson, we will learn to solve more problems, word problems that involves angle between two lines. So let us first have a review. In the figure here, as you can see, there are two lines, there are two intersecting lines. And then the angle from line 1 to line 2 is the angle measured counterclockwise from line 1 to line 2. So the key word for this topic is the word counterclockwise. So we must start from line 1 until it reaches line 2, forming an angle theta. And how do we solve the measure of the angle theta? All we have to do is use the formula here. Tangent theta is equal to m sub 2 minus m sub 1 all over 1 plus m sub 2 m sub 1, or theta is equal to arctan m sub 2 minus m sub 1 all over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1, where arctan means the inverse of tangent function. All you have to do is to press shift tangent in your scientific calculator, and also remember that the product of m sub 2 and m sub 1 is not equal to negative 1. So in the formula, as you can see, we must first solve the slopes of the two given lines, and then try to substitute that in the formula, and then you can be able to solve the measure of the angle formed between the two lines. So let us first have a review problem. For our review problem, we have here: find the angle from the line passing through negative 410 and negative 214 to the line through negative 66 and 39. Okay, to determine the angle formed between these two lines. Okay, let us first here. Let us first plot the points forming two intersecting lines. First, we have negative 410. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ito. And the other one is negative 214. 11, 12, 13, 14. Negative 214. So this is line 1. Okay. How about line 2? Line 2 is the line passing through the points negative 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. And 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 9. Here. Yan. This is line 2. So remember the keyword. So this is line 1 and this is line 2. So remember the keyword counterclockwise. So we will start the angle from line 1 until it reaches line 2. So this will be our theta. This will be the angle that we're going to form. We're going to solve, which is an obtuse angle. Okay, line 1 to line 2. So first, we must solve the slope of line 1. Line 1 is this. The slope is 14 minus 10 over negative 2 plus 4. 4 over 2, which is 2. Slope of line 1. So about slope of line 2 here, 9 minus 6 over 3 plus 6, which is 3 over 9, 1/3. So slope of line 1 is 2, slope of line 2 is 1/3. So we're now ready to solve for theta. Shift tangent m sub 2 minus m sub 1 over 1 plus the product of m sub 2 times m sub 1. M sub 2 is 1/3 minus 2 over 1 plus the product of 1 and 2. 1/3 is 2/3. 1/3 minus 2 is what? 1/3 minus 2 is negative 5/3. And then what is 1 plus 2/3? 5/3. Then negative 5/3 divided by 5/3 is negative 1. Then using your calculator, press shift tan negative 1. That is negative 45 degrees. And then if it's negative, you will add 180 degrees. Plus 180, 135 degrees. So therefore, the angle formed from line 1 to line 2 is 135 degrees. So that's just a review. Let us now learn how to solve more problems involving angle between two lines. Let's start with number 1. Okay, we have here problem number 1 on our lesson in analytic geometry, week number 9, angle between two lines, part 2. Number 1, if the angle from line 1 to line 2 is 45 degrees and line 2 passes through negative 3, 4 and 5, negative 3, find the slope of line 1. So given, we have the measure of the angle from line 1 to line 2 is 45 degrees. Okay, and line 2 passes through. Line 2 has the points negative 3, 4 and 5, negative 3. So what is the slope of line 2? We have 4 plus 3 over negative 3 minus 5, which is negative 7 over 8. Right? Negative 7 over 8 is the slope of line 2. So the question is, what is the slope of line 1 here? Slope of line 2 is negative 7 over 8. The angle formed is 45 degrees. What is now the slope of line 1? Okay, all we have to do is to use the formula tangent theta is equal to m sub 2 minus m sub 1 over 1 plus m sub 2 m sub 1. Then, by substitution, what is theta? 45 degrees. M sub 2 is negative 7 over 8 minus m sub 1 is unknown. 1 plus, or since negative ang 7, minus na lang. Minus 7 m sub 1 over 8. Okay. Then next, in your calculator, what is tangent 45? It's equivalent to 1. Now, negative 7x minus m sub 1, we have negative 7 minus 8 m sub 1 over, okay, hindi na magkasya. Over, dito naman sa denominator, 8 minus 7 m sub 1. Okay, so kinancel na natin yung cancel yung 8. Okay, pakita ko lang yung cancellation of 8. Negative 7, 7x minus m sub 1 becomes negative 7 minus 8 m sub 1 over 8. All over 8 minus 7 m sub 1 over 8. So, cancel 8. Then, by cross multiplication, we can now have here 8 minus 7 m sub 1 equals negative 7 minus 8 m sub 1. Okay, transpose negative 8 m sub 1 to the left side of the equation. It becomes negative 7 plus 8 m sub 1 is m sub 1. Then transpose 8 to the right side of the equation. Negative 7 minus 8 is... Wait. I'm sorry. Teka. 8 minus 7 m sub 1 equals 7 minus... wala palang 8 yun, no? Okay, let's continue. So, yun. 8, okay. Negative 7 m sub 1 plus 8 m sub 1 is m sub 1. So, negative 7 plus negative 7 minus 8 is negative 15. So, therefore, the slope of m sub 1 is negative 15. Okay, so the slope of line 1 is negative 15. Let's proceed to our next example, number 2. For number 2, problem, if the angle from the line through negative 3, 0 and 6, negative 4 to the line through 1, 5 and x, negative 4 is arctan 1/2. Find the value of x. Right, so there are two lines involved here again. This is line 1 and line 2. But there is a missing coordinate here, which is x, negative 4 from line 2. And given here, arctan is equal to 1/2. Arctan is equal to 1/2. That means, yes, tangent theta is equal to 1/2. Yes, arctan 1/2, it means tangent theta is equal to 1/2. Here, tangent theta is equal to 1/2 because arctan is 1/2. Tangent theta is equal to 1/2. Okay, first we solve the slope of line 1 and line 2. So for line 1, we have negative 4 minus 0 over 6 plus 3. It's equivalent to 4 over 9. Diba? Negative pala, sorry. So negative 4. Negative 4 minus 0 is negative 4 over 9. Slope of line 1 is negative 4 over 9. How about slope of line 2? Okay, we have 5 plus 4 over 1 minus x. We have 9 over 1 minus x. Or, whether in 4 minus 5, negative 4 minus 5 all over this is same. Negative 5 plus 4 over 1 minus x. Or, negative 4 minus 5 over x minus 1. Okay, pareho lang yan. So after solving for the slopes of the two lines, then we're now going to use the formula tangent theta is equal to m sub 2 minus m sub 1 over 1 plus m sub 2 times m sub 1. Then, since arctan is 1/2, okay, so 1/2 is equal to m sub 2, 9 over 1 minus x, here, minus, bale plus na, 4 over 9, all over 1 plus the product of negative 4 over 9 and 1 minus x, that means 1 minus. Okay, the product of the two slopes here, cancel 9, is 1 minus 4 over 1 minus x. Kasi nag-cancel na yung 9 eh. So let's continue in this part. 1/2 equals, let's add 9 over 1 minus x and 4 over 9. We have 81 plus 4 minus 4x over 9 times 1 minus x. Ito naman sa baba, 1 minus x minus 4 over 1 minus x. So we can cancel 1 minus x. So that 1/2 is equal to 81 plus 4 is 85 minus 4x over 9 over 1 minus 4 is negative 3 minus x. Tama ba? So this will become 1/2 equals 85 minus 4x over, we're going to multiply 9 and negative 3 minus x. Then we'll do cross multiplication. Negative 27 minus 9x will become 2 times 85 is 170 minus 8x. So from here, you can be able to solve for x now. Negative 9x plus 8x is negative x. 170 plus 27 is 197. Divide both sides by negative 1. Therefore, x is equal to negative 197. So that is now the value of x for problem number 2. Okay? Let's proceed now to number 3 problem. Find the slope of the line bisecting the angle from line 1 with slope 7 to line 2 with slope 1. So, okay. So first, we write the given. M sub 1, the slope of line 1 is 7, while the slope of line 2 is 1. So what we're trying to find here, find the slope of the line bisecting the angle from line 1 with slope 7 to line 2 with slope 1. So, how do we do this? Okay. So let M be the let M be the slope of the desired line, which is the line that bisects these two lines. So what will be our equation? First, let us try to sketch the two lines here. Okay, let's have here the Cartesian plane. So if the line has a slope of 1, let's say here it has, okay, let's, for example, this is the point. If the slope is line 1, if the slope of line 2 is 1, that means we have 1 rise over run. Yan. So this is line 1. So we're just sketching the graph. This is line 2 kasi ang slope niya is 1. Slope is 1. Now if the slope is 7, mas mataas siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 1. Yan. And then ito naman ang line 1. So the line 1. So this is the y-axis, x-axis. So from line 1 to line 2, let us draw the angle theta here. So ito yung angle form, which is an obtuse angle. So now what are we trying to find here is the slope of the line bisecting these two angles. So we're going to bisect this obtuse angle. For example, if this is 120 degrees, then 120 divided by 2 is 60 degrees. So ayan, babisect natin. Ito yung tinatawag nating angle bisector. That is the angle bisector. And the question is, what is the slope of this angle bisector? M. While slope of line 1 is 7. Slope of line 2 is 1. What is the slope of the angle that bisects the angle formed between these two lines? So since theta 1 is equal to theta 2, then we'll have here now, alright, for theta 1 our equation will be M minus, di ba? Kasi pag theta 1, yun, okay. Pag theta 1, wait. You should say theta 1 dito pala. Theta 1, theta 2. So pag theta 1 tayo, line 2 is yung angle bisector. So M minus M sub 1 over 1 plus M times M sub 1. For theta 2, or your line 2 is M sub 2. M sub 2 minus M over 1 plus M sub 2 times M. So this will be our equation now to solve for the slope of the angle bisector here. Okay, let's start. Just substitute. M is unknown. M sub 1 is 7 over 1 plus the product of the slope 7. M sub 2 is 1 minus M over... Wait. 7M pala yan. 7M. And dito naman, 1 plus M sub 2 times M. 1 plus M. Ayan. That will be our equation now. Okay, next step will be cross products. We're going to cross multiply. And then to have space, we will erase this part. Okay, naintindihan na ba? So, pag line 1 with the line 1 with the slope of 1, we have line... baliktad. Wala, tama. Line 1 with the slope of 7, line 2 with the slope of 1. And then the angle formed from line 1 to line 2 is this, the obtuse angle. Then if we're going to bisect that, it will form two equal angles. Theta 1 is equal to theta 2. So yun. So that the question is, what is the measure or what is the slope of the angle bisector here? So we'll erase this part now to solve for the value of M. Okay. So by cross products, we have here now M minus 7 times 1 plus M is equal to 1 minus M times 1 plus 7M. M minus 7 times 1 plus M, tapos equals 1 minus M times 1 plus 7M. Then this will form quadratic trinomials. So that's equivalent to M squared. M squared minus 6M and 7. Ito naman 7M squared plus 6M plus 1. Tama? So that M squared minus... may negative yata dyan. Negative ba? Ah, yes. Wait. Excuse me. For the product of 1 minus M and 1 plus 7, we will have negative 7M squared. Yes, negative 7. Negative M times 7 is negative 7M squared. Tapos plus 6M plus 1. Yan. So that if we transpose negative 7M squared, magiging 8M squared. Negative 6M minus 6M is negative 12M. Negative 7 minus 1 is negative 8 equals 0. Then divide all terms by 4 becomes 2M squared minus 3M minus 2 equals 0. Then solving the quadratic equation by factoring, we have 2M M equals 0. So what will be what are the factors of negative 2? Should be 1 and 2, which is negative. So that negative 3M dito sa point. Okay, negative dyan, positive dyan. So from zero product property, then solving for x, we have negative 1/2 and positive 2. So there are two slopes for the angle bisector. Which one will we choose? Negative 1/2 or 2? Okay, we will choose negative 1/2. Why? Because the slope, as you can see in the figure a while back, is going to the left direction. So if the slope, if the line is going to the left direction, its slope is negative. So hindi siya pwedeng maging positive. Positive to the right direction naman. Di ba nakita nyo kanina? Something like this. Oops, this is line line 2, this is line 1, right? This is the angle bisector. So as you can see, the angle bisector is going to the left direction, so its slope should be negative, not positive. Right, that is how to solve example number 3. We now proceed to number 4. You can screenshot on this part. Okay.